Hello and welcome to the Ghost Pulse add-on guide from LearnToPlayWoW.com. Ghost Pulse works in combination with Power Auras. While Power Auras is displaying my short cooldowns, Ghost Pulse is set to display the long cooldowns. When the abilities come off cooldown, they flash. When making this video, there were two available options for Ghost Pulse, Ghost Pulse 2 and Ghost Pulse 3. With Ghost Pulse 2 being a bit old and giving some errors, and with Ghost Pulse 3 being too new and in beta 13. Thus, since they virtually work around the same principle, just with a modified interface, I'm going to present both of them. I will start with Ghost Pulse 2. Type /gp to bring up the configuring interface. Uncheck Locked to see where your cooldowns are to be displayed. You will notice you are working with frames, or boxes if you will. Each individual box can be configured to display a certain type of action. Let's say I want to see a flash when my Blade Storm is ready. I have a new frame called Cooldowns. It's this one here. In this new frame, I have checked Player Spell Cooldowns. Next, I'll add Blade Storm on the whitelist. Blade Storm will now display here when its cooldown finishes. For every ability that I wish displayed, I have to type it in the whitelist. If I wish that a skill should not be displayed, I can remove it from the whitelist or add it to the blacklist. You can modify the size and position of the frame. You can choose to see text on it. The text is going to be the name of the skill. Hold times means how long the flash is going to last. Fade in and fade out are the times for it to appear and disappear. You can check multiple options and add multiple skills on the whitelist for the same frame. They will simply display in the same way on the same spot. However, you might wish to add a new frame and see some skills display in a different way, perhaps in some other location on your screen. Let's say, for example, that you are an Unholy Decay and you want to add your pet stun, Gno, to show up in another frame. Go to Frames, type in the name, enter, place it around, select the newly created frame, scroll down, set Pet Spell Cooldowns and add Gno. Now let's check out the configuring interface for Ghost Pulse 3. Ghost Pulse 3 works on the same principles. Once again, check Locked to change the position. Mouse scrolling over them will change their size. Shift plus mouse scrolling will change the size of the text. Now, if you wish to add up Blade Storm, go to the Cooldowns frame and add on the whitelist Blade Storm. You will notice I have Player Spell Cooldowns checked. Anything else that I check here will show up in the same box. If you wish to modify the way your cooldowns show, select from the left side Player Spell Cooldowns and uncheck, for example, Out of Combat. In a soon-to-come version of Ghost Pulse 3, you will also have a fade scale here and an option to set the duration of the flash. Notice also the pre-warning option. This is a new option for Ghost Pulse 3, and you might find it useful for skills that need to be used the second they are ready. When it comes to displaying short duration skills, Power Auras is fairly good. If you checked the Power Auras video, you know what that add-on is all about. With Power Auras, the process of action is a bit like this. Skill comes off cooldown, skill is displayed, player sees the skill, player presses the button, the skill gets used. However, with the new GP and the pre-warning method, the process is: player sees the pre-warning, player starts spamming the skill, player uses the skill the second it comes off cooldown. So, that means that when using Ghost Pulse, you get an improvement in reaction time. Unfortunately, with Ghost Pulse, you can't get that confirmation of the mini picture disappearing after you used the skill. In PvP, when you are stunned or slowed, that extra confirmation helps. It is up to you to decide which add-on you will use for each skill. I would suggest keeping Ghost Pulse for PvE while using Power Auras for reactive abilities and for PvP. This has been a guide from learntoplaywow.com. For comments or questions, you can check our forums. Thanks for watching.